What's good, guys? It's Kilo back with another video, and today we are going to be discussing skill potions. I'm going to show you today exactly where to unlock all the skill potions from before the patch and after the patch that I could find. I think currently right now there's 14 potions that we can actually obtain. The first thing I want to say before we start discussing where to get the skill potions is I know most of you have already gotten all of these skill potions, or maybe some of them at the beginning and then kind of walk past a couple of other ones, whatever the case. I'm going to just break it down by 1 through 14 and kind of add a title to it and put it in the comments below with a timestamp, so that way you can skip through if you feel like you've already gotten that potion, whatever. And a lot of these potions I haven't even gotten myself. I just know the location of them through research, and I'll show you exactly where I find that with a link that I'll leave in the description to a website I don't know who made, but it is incredible. It's helped me plenty through the game to find the location of Makoko seeds, or this for my adventure book, or that, or whatever. I'll leave that in the comments section, or I'm sorry, the description for you guys to check out as well if you ever need to. Also, let me know if I missed any of the skill potions in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first skill potion we're going to be looking for is from Artemis, and it's Adventure Book Completion. If you guys don't know how the adventure book works, basically you get activities completed in a certain area and it will progress you further in your adventure book to unlock exclusive items from that area. How you complete tasks is basically, for example, if you remember monsters that have little symbols above their head and you kill them, and then you see an animation of a book get written above your head, or for example, the viewpoints on the map is like little microscopes that you look through to kind of see the whole area, kind of like a Assassin's Creed look. And also things like completing normal dungeons or hard dungeons in that area, they all get added to your adventure book to progress you further to obtain those exclusive items for that area. So when we're looking at Artemis, we want to get to 30% completion to get that skill potion. The next area is going to be the exact same thing in Eudia. You need to complete enough tasks to get to 30% completion rate to have that skill potion unlocked. And all you do once you unlock these is you go into your adventure book and you can collect the items there. If you've already done this on your character, you don't need to do this on any other character. This applies to every one of your characters once you've grabbed those items. So once you've grabbed that skill potion, it is now consumed for all your characters, and you'll have those extra skill points. The third potion we're going to be talking about is from the Luteran continent, the same continent we've been talking about. But after you completed all the blue quests, all the main quests up until the king takes over, and he's now rebuilding the city and all that good stuff, he's going to be able to offer you a quest after that big old war that you have, and he'll have a purple quest above his head. You talk to him, he's going to make you talk to the scribe next to him. You guys are going to run all over the continent and talk some more, and finally he'll award you with a skill potion after enough talking. So the fourth skill potion we're going to be talking about is coming from the harbor city Changchun. There is a quest in the main city, and it is a chain quest, pretty short chain quest. Just do everything in that quest, and then at the end of it you're rewarded with your fourth skill potion. The fifth skill potion is right after this continent when we head over to Arthetine. And at Arthetine, it's going to be the same as the first continent, where we need to complete our progression in the adventure book for Arthetine. We're going to need to get to 60% instead of the 30% that we needed before. The 60%, you may have walked past this and continued on the storyline without realizing you didn't do enough to get the skill potion. I made that mistake. But the 60% will take a little bit more progression in that adventure book, so you'll have to kill a few more monsters, maybe do both normal and hard dungeons in the areas, and all that noise, so that way you can get that 60% and get the next skill potion. The next skill potion we're going to be talking about, which is the sixth skill potion, is going to be from the Island Hearts. So I made a little bit of a guide in this section, and I'm gonna walk you through the 5 hearts I used to obtain that skill potion. And I think the 4 of them that I did were pretty quick compared to the others. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did those 4th and 5th ones that I did to unlock the potion. The first one, of course, is free. Once you head to the island, your main quest line will lead you there if you haven't got there yet. I assume that everybody watching the video is probably level 50, but you could be still doing your story. But you get your free island heart here at this little island, and once you get that, you're going to continue down to get to the island of all lovers. And once you get there, there's going to be a chick that has a purple quest above her head. You talk to her. It gets to the point in the conversation where there's like 4 options you can choose from. I think you want one of the last 2, either the 3rd or the 4th. I chose the 4th. I think it depends on what your intellect, bravery, charm, kindness, whatever those are at. You might have to meet a threshold, but you should already have this threshold. It was easy for me, and I really haven't done any side quests, which is how you up those, by the way. And after you do that, she'll have you run around that island for a little bit, and you come back to her, and then you get your 2nd heart. The 3rd heart, you're going to want to make a pit stop at the main wave harbor. That is the harbor that leads you to the Luteran continent. And the reason I'm going to say you need to make a pit stop is because you want to repair your ship to full, because the next area you travel to, you could lose your ship if you travel incorrectly, and damage your ship and, lose your ship. But the path that I'm going to show you here is the path I took, and I just went all the way around and made it to the Forgotten Island. Once you are in the Forgotten Island, there's going to be these little like air sphere looking things that you're going to want to hit G on, and that's going to start your quest line for the first one. And then it's going to have you run right, and you're going to just follow this quest line. It's going to have you stop and talk to NPCs or stand in a certain spot and maybe click on more of those things and hit G, and you're just going to run straight back down and all the way around, and it's finally going to lead you to a dungeon. And that dungeon is actually the end of the quest line, where you're going to be playing as another NPC and walking through the dungeon. I'll give you a real quick guide on how this dungeon works. You're going to walk to the left, and then you inspect something on the very left of you. Then you're going to walk into the next room and then inspect the desk, I believe. Then you walk through all the way to the end of the dungeon, and one of these shelves you inspect, and then finally you're gonna hear some laughing, and you go inspect the laughing, and then a demon or something like ghost pops out, and you have a cutscene, and you exit the dungeon. After that is completed, you'll get your 3rd island heart. The 4th island heart that I got was actually next to the harbor city Changchun. There was a island called the Tortoise Island. There's a bunch of turtles on the island with a couple of kids playing around. So I went over there, and you just talk to a turtle, and then you end up talking to the kids and the big turtle on the beach. And this is actually a pretty lengthy quest. This is the most lengthy one out of everything that we've talked about so far. They're going to have you go to all these continents and do stupid things, and have you come back and talk to the turtle in between all that. So you're going to do a lot of sailing unless you have your teleportation set up correctly. And once you're all set and done, you'll know, because you'll have a little cutscene where the kid just goes off and he swims with the turtles away, and then you'll get your item heart once you hit that little complete quest thing above your quests, and you'll be finished up, and that'll be your 4th island heart. The 5th island heart that I got was actually from the dailies. Once you do the daily once, like in my Crazium video that I release, the 3rd tab will have more of like an achievement. If you complete the dailies this many times in a row, you'll unlock these items and get to receive those. So once you do a certain daily for a certain island enough times, you may get that island heart. The island that I chose was Fugitive Island, where you have to find a thief and 2 other people, and once you find them, you complete the daily, and once you complete this enough days, you'll finally unlock the island heart for that island. That is how I got my 5th island heart. Then you could head back to where you got your first island heart, turn in all your island hearts to the statue, and then talk to the man there, the NPC, and that'll be your 6th skill potion. The 7th skill potion will be in the next continent, which is Shushire. This is going to be the same as the other continents as far as your adventure book completion rate. Once you get to 60% completion, this will get you your skill potion. Same as the others, just do activities on that continent, get to viewpoints, do some dungeons, kill some mobs and some monsters with the little symbol, and you'll get your 7th skill potion. The 8th skill potion is actually going to be in the same continent of Shushire, and I'll show you a little picture in the background here. You're going to be going to one of 2 locations to kill some rats with that little symbol above their head to add towards your completion rate. But once you kill those rats, you'll get an item in your inventory that you can click on to start a quest line, and I believe it's a chain quest to start getting progression towards your next skill potion. So after that chain quest, you'll be rewarded with a skill potion. I don't actually have a picture anymore of the actual item that you get from killing the rats, so I'll post somebody else's picture that took it in Korean from the Korean servers. It's the same thing, and you just do the chain quest, you'll get the skill potion. And that should be every skill potion that you can receive in Shushire. The 9th skill potion is actually going to come from another island by itself. You're going to head over to Serene Island. Once you get to Serene Island, you'll see almost like a line of fire. You walk through that, and there's something that you can interact with. It's like a pile of wood, if I remember right. Once you interact with that, it'll start up a quest line for that island. You're going to follow that quest line until you get to a point where the dwarf will actually show you what you can earn from your quest, which will be that skill potion. Once you're at that point, it may be confusing, but you'll have 3 things that you'll need to do that you can't actually track by hitting the location of that quest. So I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. The first portion of that quest is going to say 0 out of 15, but the 2 portions of that quest, the very first 2 things on that quest, you do at the same time. So the 0 out of 15 and then the next thing. And what you're going to do is you're going to head over to the island with the Makoko people, or whatever, the little fairy island. I think it's called Totoik. Once you head over to that island, you're going to want to travel to this dungeon. In this dungeon, you just have to do the first 2 things from the quest that you received from that dwarf in this dungeon, and then you can just leave the dungeon. After that, you're going to head all the way over to Eudia in the Luteran continent and complete that real fun dungeon that you had to do with Amon, where he comes in on a bell or whatever and uses a plate to flash light onto the last boss of the dungeon. That's the dungeon you're going to have to complete to its entirety. And after that, you're going to have to go back to the island where you started this quest line to kill a boss, and after that boss, you'll be finished with the quest line in order to get your 9th skill potion. The last 5 skill potions are pretty easy to know where they are. It's actually going to be in the towers. I've mentioned before that I have a guide that will show you the floors 1 through 20 and then 20 through 30. In some of these floors in the Tower of Shadow, there will be skill potions. So on the 7th floor, on the 39th floor, and the 50th floor. Now I actually don't have a guide for the 39th and 50. You have to be pretty high item level to do these, and with the new update that just came out, there's now a Tower of Fate that you also need to unlock by doing the 45th floor of the Tower of Shadow to unlock it. So the only way you can do the Tower of Fate is by pretty much completing the whole Tower of Shadow. And in the Tower of Fate, there will be 2 potions, one on the 15th floor and then the other on the 30th floor. Now that's gonna add up to 5 more potions, and now we are at 14. So that is all the skill potions that you can currently get in the Russian servers. You guys, if you dedicate, one session of playing, you could get this all done, especially if you have high enough item level to complete the stuff in the towers and whatnot. The first, potions 1 through 9, you should be able to do no problem, especially if you're level 50. If you're leveling 250, you can get this done during the way. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will leave a link to where I actually found this information if you guys ever want to go back to that link and kind of get a rundown on how to get any of the adventure book stuff done, where the skill potions were and all that stuff. It's all going to be in that link in the description below. And one last thing I did want to mention with this video is that we're coming up on almost 100 subscribers, which is amazing for me. This is my first time ever making videos, and I put so much time into these. Like, they take a long time to make. I love this game so damn much, so I wanted to make sure that, I could make videos and make sure no one is confused with any of its content, and do what I can to help people out in the game, because I am loving this game. I'm going to be playing it for its entirety, and I'm just hoping I could help you guys. So at 100 subscribers, what I want to do is have a giveaway, but I'm not sure what to give away. If you guys would let me know down in the comments below if you would want like an in-game skin, or maybe some gold in-game, or maybe a subscription to Exit Lag or something of that nature. Let me know what would be a good choice for you guys, because we're going to be coming up on that mark for 100 subscribers soon, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway every 100 subscribers to show you guys, how much I appreciate you guys commenting and watching my videos and all that good stuff. So once again, for this video, if you guys could just leave a like, comment, and subscribe just to show some love, it would be highly appreciated. Thank you for watching. My name is Kilo. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.